So the Australian Open kicks off tonight, and I'm in the UK, so at midnight that's when it gets underway for me. And this is a tournament I've been looking very much forward to for a little while now, and I think we're in for a good treat in both the men's and the women's sides. I think we're going to see some very good tennis. So in this video, I'm going to be giving you a little breakdown on who I think is going to win, who I think will be a surprise package, who I think could be a shock early exit, and which British player I think will go the furthest for both the men's and the women's side. So hopefully you guys enjoy this video. This is my first tennis video on this YouTube channel, and hopefully I can make some more, maybe some vlogs when Wimbledon comes around, who knows. But like I say, if you do enjoy the video, please like and subscribe and comment what you think I should do and how you think I can improve my videos. But yeah, let's get into it. So let's start off with which British player I think will go further. So we'll start off with the men's, and to be honest, had Jack Draper not had an unfortunate draw in Rafael Nadal in the first round, I would have definitely tipped him, because I think that he's a very good player, young promising player with a very big future ahead of him, no doubt. But like I said, he has unfortunately drawn Nadal in the first round, and I don't think he'll get past him. Obviously, Nadal is one of, if not the GOAT of the sport, so I just don't think Draper will get past him. But for who I am going to go with, I'm going to go with Cameron Norrie. He is obviously the highest British ranked player, but he's been very good in 2023. He's unbeaten. He beat Nadal, he's beaten Taylor Fritz, so he has had a very promising start to 2023. So he's who I'm going to go for, and I think he can go deep. I think he'll get to the semis, quarters. I don't think he could win, but you never know. As for the women, I think the Britain are slightly less stacked in the women's game than they are on the men's side, but nevertheless they do have some amazing players, and I am actually going to back Emma Raducanu to go the furthest out of all the female tennis players from Britain. And I think that Emma Raducanu, she's not been to her standard since she won the US Open, and hopefully she can go quite deep in a Grand Slam for the first time since then. And I think nobody questions the fact that she's got immense talent and that she's going to have an amazing career and win lots of Grand Slams. But it would be just nice to see her kickstart again. You know, she has had some issues with injuries, stalkers, whatever, but she is an amazing player, and hopefully she can get her career back on track and start competing and going very deep in Grand Slams. As for where she could finish, I think she could very well win this tournament. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen, including when she won the US Open herself. And I think that I wouldn't be surprised at all if she got to the semi-finals, quarter-finals, or even won it. So hopefully, for her sake, she can do very well. And yeah, I'll be rooting for her all the way. Now on to shock early exit. This is a player who I think could exit very early, and we're talking first, second round here. And the player that I'm going to go with for the men's side is actually Andrei Rublev. Now obviously we know Rublev, he's a top 10 player right now, and his first round match is against Dominic Thiem, and I wouldn't be surprised if Dominic Thiem won this. You know, Andrei Rublev hasn't had a very good start to 2023, he's not been too active, and the one match that he has played he has lost. And Dominic Thiem is a very good player, as I said, and I wouldn't be surprised if he pulls off a shock upset, but you never know. Andrei Rublev could win his first game, kick on, and I wouldn't be surprised also if he went to the semi-finals. But I don't see him going deep in this tournament, and I wouldn't be surprised if he went out early. So he is the player I'm going to go for, a men's player who I think will exit the tournament early. Now on to the women's side, and this is a decision that was very hard to make, and it was a decision I didn't make lightly. And I just think that in the women's side it's a lot harder to pick, because I think the women's game is a lot more open and there's a lot more shocks and surprises, and you just never know what can happen. So the player that I went with is Ons Jabeur, and I know that's going to shock a lot of people, but I just think that, to be honest, this could be completely wrong. I think out of all the decisions I think could be wrong, it could be this one. But I just think the reason I picked her is because she's had such an astronomical rise. You know, she did very well last year, and I just think that it could maybe have just been a very good year for her, and she could be not as good this year. But you never know. Like I said, this is a decision out of all of them to take with a pinch of salt. Ons Jabeur could go on to win this tournament. You never know. But yeah, on to the next category. So now let's go on to the surprise package, and we're going to start with the women's first. The player that I'm going to go with is Coco Gauff. Coco Gauff is a player that I really like to watch, and I think she's an absolutely amazing player. I remember when she was 15, watched her in Wimbledon for the first time. I think that this is the year that she can go and win a Grand Slam. I think she's a very good player, as I said, and I think that she can really make a dent in these Grand Slams. And in this one as well, like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if she went on and win. I don't think she will win it this time. I think that it's come a bit early for her, but I do think that she can go deep, get to the semis, get to the quarters, and I think that she's going to make a very good name for herself in this tournament. Now as for the men's, I think the player that I'm going to go with is Nick Kyrgios. Kyrgios is a player who's, on his day, is one of the best in the world, and on the other day, he's one of the worst players in the world with his mentality. But I think that he can go very far in this tournament. I think he'll get to at least the quarters, and that's where if Djokovic wins his matches, he will face Djokovic, unfortunately, which is a bit unlucky for him. but he has beaten Djokovic before, and obviously, you know, they've got their friendship now. I think that Kyrgios could beat Djokovic, but even to get to the quarterfinals will be a good result for Kyrgios. And I think this is the year that you can win a Grand Slam. With Djokovic and Nadal fading away, I think it's fair to say that they're not quite at the peak of their powers. I think Kyrgios will come into his own and do very well in the Grand Slams this year, and I wouldn't be surprised if at the end of the year he's got his first Grand Slam. So yeah, Kyrgios in his own country, in Australia. Hopefully the fans can get behind him, as opposed to in the other countries where they do like to get behind Kyrgios and taunt him a bit. But hopefully they can support him, and hopefully he can do quite well in this tournament and fulfill this prediction. As for the winners of this tournament, we're going to start with the women's side, and I think this is the easiest prediction of the lot, and I think most people are going to agree with me here. We're going to go with Iga Swiatek to win. She's just been so dominant, and she's far and clear the best women's player right now. I mean, she's on 11,000 ranking points right now, and the second best player is just over 5,000, which just shows how dominant and impressive she's been playing recently. But yeah, I think 2023 is going to be no different for her. She's going to be playing some amazing tennis, and I expect her to pick up 1, 2, even 3 or 4 Grand Slams. Maybe not 4 Grand Slams, that would be amazing, but I definitely back her to pick up at least 2. And I think she's going to start with Australian Open. I think we're going to see some amazing tennis, and I think we're going to see her lifting the trophy at the end of it. And now for the final category, the men's winner. Drum roll please. The player I've gone with is Novak Djokovic. Now this is a decision that I don't think I would say it was easy to make. I will say with some quiet certainty that I think Djokovic will win, but I was tossing and turning between Nadal and Djokovic. But I just think right now they're both getting on, they're both coming to the end of their careers, but I just think in these old ages I think that Djokovic is in a slightly better condition. I think that his fitness is better than Nadal's, and I wouldn't be surprised if, like we saw in Wimbledon, Nadal's body fails him a bit and he pulls out. But I think Djokovic will win, and I think that this year, I think this is going to be the last year that we see Nadal and Djokovic competing, like seriously competing to be winning these Grand Slams. And I mean, they've been performing at the top level now for coming up to 2 decades now, and you know, they're undoubtedly 2 of the greatest players of all time, if not the 2 greatest players of all time. And I just think that it's sad to say, to be honest, that they're coming to the end of it, but they've put on some amazing tennis for us, haven't they, over these past 2 decades. But yeah, these were my predictions for the Australian Open. Let me know if you agree, which ones you agree with, which ones you don't agree with, and comment down below which ones you would change and what your predictions are. But yeah, if you enjoyed the video, please feel free to like and subscribe. But yeah, that's all from me, guys.